Yankees are killing it right now. They got Verdugo, Juan Soto. As a Mets fan, I'm like waiting, patiently waiting. Now, granted, Yankees have been offensively challenged for the last few seasons. Last year, I think they rolled out their worst offensive lineup I saw probably in the last 20 plus years. Team wasn't good, a lot of injuries. Stanton was in and out of the lineup. Judge missed some time. The only bright spot of that team, Volpe and Garrett Cole winning the Cy Young, right? But now them adding Juan Soto, that's big. That guy he's amazing. 24 years old, left-hander. We're talking about all the metrics in the Bronx. Right field porch is very small. He can possibly be the cornerstone for the Yankees for quite some time. Now, the rumor is that they have not agreed on a long-term extension. So this particular arrangement could be short-lived. But I think for Brian Cashman, I don't think he really cares. If they can be able to get to the World Series and win the World Series, what difference does it make? If they can sign him on a 2 or 3 year deal and then, he goes somewhere else, what do they care? It's about improving the team. He's done that. Getting Verdugo, getting Juan Soto, they're going to be able to add more. They want to get in on Yamamoto. We're going to talk about that in regards to the Mets. But, shouts to the Yankees for doing what they're doing, man, and being aggressive and going after it. They had the resources. They had the farm system to be able to get this guy. They didn't have to give up a ton, and they executed, and shouts to them. Here's my question. And obviously, everybody can answer this because it applies to different things in life. The Yankees have this rule where you have to be clean cut, right? It's the Yankee way. It's the culture that you have to come in. If you got facial hair, you got to shave it. It's pretty much like the NYPD, right? Cameron Maybin said that a lot of young players would want to be Yankees a lot more if that rule or that culture wasn't in place, that protocol, because a lot of the young players want to express themselves. They want to have their beards. They want to have certain things, certain hairstyles, and it's like, why do the Yankees continue to do this? What is it benefiting them to have this strict policy that is pretty much limiting the pool of talent that they can be able to acquire on their team? I don't understand that. Like, I get it when it was 1935. I get it when it was 1955. I get it when it was even 1965. But anything after that, it's like we're talking about the age of fashion, 70s, 80s, 90s. It keeps going on, and more expression has happened, and you're kind of forcing people not to be able to fully express themselves on the job. Now, granted, there's always another side to this, because how many of us, if we're getting a job that's paying us X amount of money, giving us a comfortable living, and the job says you need to be a certain way, you can't have your hair a certain way, you need to make sure that you clean yourself up, how many of us would do so? A lot. So there's two sides of this, right? I can understand the young players saying that they don't really fancy the Yankees because of this boring, old, outdated, prehistoric rule that they have. But I can also understand the Yankees being the Fortune 500 company, the big machine, that they want a certain type of person in their organization representing them. I get it. Here's where I fall. I fall more in them updating their policy. You don't necessarily have to be clean cut like some 6-year-old boy at school, but how about keep the facial hair low? Keep it light. Doesn't have to be a big bushy 5 o'clock thing or whatever it is, big bushy beard, carpenter's beard. It doesn't have to be that, but make it light beard. You know what I mean? Because if you do that now, you're opening the door to being a little bit more modern, a little bit more accepting. And now players are going to really want to be there. Man, I feel that Yankee allure again. I want to be there. I want to be a part of that. Then now you can start to, jump start that renaissance of what they were, the greatness. But you're complaining about, or your fan base is like, man, we need to get back to winning. The reason why you're not winning anymore is because you've literally shrunk your pool of people that you can be able to attain. So is it really the player's fault, or is it the fault of your own that you're not willing to change? Interesting. You like how I put that, right? Yeah. I know. I'm really good at this. I am. Moving on.